Hello, and welcome to our first attempt at recording and commentating on tournament rounds for the 2023 season. Today we have a great MPO card for you. We have Curtis Taves, Matt Roddy, myself, and then Brandon DeGrossa battling it out on the back nine of a 27-hole layout. So let's see what happens. I got Austin Howard with me commentating, and we're going to have a good time.
Curtis up on the tee. The usual play is right up the middle, like you see Curtis doing now. A little hyzer early behind those trees that I just zoomed in on. So that's a pretty solid shot.
He ended up in a good spot. It wasn't a bad throw. This one was early out of my hand.
Yeah, that should have a look from where he kicked, though.
Yeah, ended up pretty good. This is Matt. He's a really cool guy. I really enjoyed playing with Matt.
Yeah, rolling with the power on those rolled up pant legs. And
for sure.
Absolutely pures the
I actually made
gap.
a comment about that when I first saw this video.
Yeah, it's a good look to him.
I was like, my man.
And Brandon up to the tee, a little bit higher.
But
and it kind of swings early. He's going to be a little pinched off.
Yeah, so you see him up first here. He's got a long approach at it.
He swings a forehand wide, trying to swing into the basket, and gets through. He might be able to have a long putt from there.
That was surprising. I didn't expect him to get through. And then I have a similar look, and yeah.
Just leaves it early, hits a tree. Unfortunate result.
It was a really tight gap to hit. I just couldn't quite execute it.
All right, Curtis lining up a nice little chip shot about 150 feet away from the basket.
He was using this buzz all around. I think he used it on like every approach shot, a lot of shorter holes for the drives, and it was doing work for him.
A little wide right, though. He'll have a little putt. And now we got Matt with a little bit of a weird turnover, it looks like.
Yeah, a little too deep on the drive, but it is...
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, good flight, good flex.
And a little short, but that's a great shot.
You should have a decent putt.
Yeah, Ben is up now, and again, just trying to chip up for par.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to get crazy because with the wind, I didn't want to try and run anything. So.
Oh, and that counter skip.
Yeah, that was nice. I probably shouldn't have gotten that, but I did.
Brandon from deep. Ooh, sails it. A little too committed, but...
Just over. Yeah. Yeah, Curtis was actually pretty close. There we go.
Wow. Yeah, great birdie.
Easy birdie for him. I'm cleaning up my par. Brandon looks like he's going to clean up his par.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem with that putt.
Right in the heart of the chains.
Matt was actually a lot closer than we thought, so that was an easy birdie for him as well.
Yeah, great birdie by Curtis and Matt. They played the hole very well.
What do you think about hole 16? I mean, well, usually 16, but now we're playing it as hole 20.
It is. It takes away on the left side. They have OB lining the entire left side, kind of keeping you from doing a turnover or a forehand or even a roller play. So it forces you to do as Curtis is doing now, just like a hyzer flip with this low ceiling and trying to land up by that further little pole that you can see in the distance there. That is like the optimal landing spot, and Curtis just throws a great shot.
Yeah, he got a lot of distance on this, super far, and if I remember correctly, Matt does as well. Gets a really nice flight out of this one. Hard to see it.
Flips up a little bit, and lands right by Curtis.
But yeah, if you guys can just see our shirts blowing in the wind sometimes, that's how fast the wind was blowing.
Ooh, an early release from Ben.
I don't like to talk about that shot. It was not good.
That is not ideal. Let's see if Brandon can get that width right. And he does.
He does better than me, that's for sure.
Yeah, just a nice easy hyzer, chips into the middle. Big skip. And
great skip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there in the middle. So what are you throwing here to scramble for, Ben?
So I originally had the Justice in my hand. That's what I have there, the blue one. But I didn't think I could get it quite far enough. So I switched to my Felon. And I'm just trying to get below those branches all the way at the end of the flight.
Ooh, it looks like another early release as well.
It was a little early. Yeah, a little nose up. I just couldn't quite get it to where I wanted. So I was disappointed with this whole hole. But
all right, now in that position, you have like 100 feet to the basket. It's just a nice, easy chip up. Matt almost throws it in.
I think he gave that a little bit of a run. He was looking at it.
And Brandon with his Justice, that red Justice, he throws up shots with it.
Almost throws that in.
These guys are being a little more aggressive than I would think.
Yeah.
But long look for birdie. Par.
Yeah,
it
was
par
just
3.
out, just a little inside.
And Curtis
finally get to his drive. He had a smash of a drive.
Yeah, almost pin high and lays it up for an easy 3.
Yep. And then we'll just clean up our putts here. I took the lone bogey, and the rest are just going to clean up their par putts. Nothing too crazy. But none of these putts are gimmies in this wind.
Yeah, I think you guys ended up having a good 20 to 30 mile per hour winds at some points. It was getting pretty crazy later in the round.
At least, for
and
sure.
You will see its effect here later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, good pars for the card. Unfortunately, Ben with the bogey and runaway disc.
You can see that disc roll right through the fairway. That was over from hole 27.
But this is normally hole 18. That is smashed by Curtis.
Yeah, he crushes that drive.
Wow.
I don't think he even liked it. I think he was kind of like, saying he could have done a little better, but he smashed it.
Yeah, that was crushed.
Matt hits the top of the hill here. And just, yeah.
It's a good shot, though. All around, the goal is by those two little pine trees behind the big tree in the middle. Not quite that far right, but on the pine tree on the right side, the basket's in between those two.
And Brandon has a great turnover here. I was very impressed with how far he got on that shot.
Yeah, and really the goal is just to drive as far as you can off this tee, get on top of the hill, and maybe if you're lucky, have a putt.
Right.
And this one, a little nose up.
Yeah, I did another just big turnover, trying to get as far as I could.
Yes.
Missed my line a little bit, but worked out okay. Here's Matt's approach. So he's still got 170 to the pin, maybe even 200.
Looks good, though.
Yeah.
Should have a nice putt for a par.
Pretty good upshot.
And it looks like Brandon is going to be out. He's a little wide, but again, also has a putt at it.
Yeah. Having a putt on this hole feels great. Any kind of putt, jump, normal, just anything feels like a good drive.
Didn't quite have the commitment on it, but that is okay. You can take a par any day on this hole.
Yeah, par feels good, especially in these conditions.
And it looks like you are laying up as well.
I was trying to give it a soft little run. The wind just made it really hard to get it anywhere.
And Curtis with
jams
a
it
huge
in.
make.
Jams it in. He was pumped. You saw a fist pump there? You'll see that fist pumping a lot. He does that quite often in this round.
What a birdie to get. And Matt.
Oh, don't do that.
Terrible spit out.
That hurts even the second time watching it.
Oh, man. Well, everyone else is just going to clean up the hole. And again, Curtis with a amazing birdie. This hole does not get birdied a lot.
That's a hard birdie to get. And then Matt with the unfortunate spit out there will lose 2 strokes to Curtis.
All right. This one, it's much difficult. It's the tree in front of you is a mandatory left. So as you can see, most of these players, we had a very, very stiff, like left to right headwind, making it super hard to really get any kind of commitment on a drive. So you're going to see most of these guys just pitch up with a forehand and just try to play to the middle.
Right. So after you get your drive out there, you're trying to get around to the right side of the tennis courts. So this drive is actually really nice from Brandon. He gets it up and to the right, so his approach will be a little easier. But yeah, the wind was crazy.
Yeah, you can see even in Ben's hair here, it's just blowing right in your face.
The biggest regret from this tournament is I forgot my hat at home. That's probably my biggest regret. But yeah,
not a great shot, but it gives you a good position. And Matt going with the much more challenging backhand here.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of forehands out of him. I don't remember any, actually. So
leaves it low, but...
The cut roll really didn't do him any favors.
Yeah.
But...
And it looks like Matt will be out, and it looks like he has that small tree in his way as well. This will be interesting to see how he attacks this.
Yeah. I think as we'll see later in the round, he just kept having a lot of bad luck with stuff right in front of him. So, But yeah.
He's waiting. Looks like he's waiting for either the wind to stop or maybe some pedestrians.
I believe it was pedestrians. I think there was a couple with a stroller. I think it was.
Okay.
I think that's what it was. So he was kind of extra cautious because you don't want to hit a baby or a kid or anything.
We appreciate not hitting strollers. That gives the apple pie seal of approval.
Yeah. But yeah, I think he's ready now.
And avoiding hitting his hand, and it looks like he makes it around the corner. Great shot by skip. Matt. Absolutely perfect.
Threw that one to perfection.
All right, and you just have
I tried the same thing Matt did, but it came out early, really early, and I'm frustrated at that point because I can't seem to get a good grip on anything.
Yep, and now Brandon in a great position. Just a little chip hyzer around the corner. Oh, and he leaves it short early, and
Those branches knocked him down so fast.
man, all right, Curtis with the skip. Wow,
Beautiful skip.
what a shot from Curtis.
It's hard to see on the video, but that has like a really cool tie-dye stamp. So when that thing like started skipping around the corner, it was really pretty to watch.
And yeah, nice little forehand chip around the corner for Brandon.
Yeah. I thought about this shot for a while Brandon was lining his up. And I didn't like it, but I decided to go with the big forehand panning up and
Over the tennis courts. And wow, lands right by the basket. What a shot.
It's hard to see, but that tree right behind it actually stopped my disc and pushed me towards it. So I got really lucky with that tree there.
And it looks like everyone is just gonna collect their, everyone's collecting their pars and birdies.
Pars and birdies. Me and Brandon had the pars, and then 2 great approaches from Curtis and Matt gave them the birdies. So yeah, just finishing up these putts.
Man, and that skip shot,
Yeah,
parked for
put
Curtis.
Curtis right there. Barely had to let go of the disc. Just almost dropped it in the basket. Curtis is on fire at this point.
All right, we got. Oh, see this whole.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, that's not ideal. But as you can see, if you can just get past this trash can here, the basket is down and on the right side. So you can see that forehand, a little short, but great line.
It was a pretty good shot. We do have to apologize to Curtis here. We did miss his tee shot.
Yeah, he moved quick, and unfortunately I missed it, but he was, as you can imagine, in a pretty good spot.
He was past where me and Matt are, so
yeah, and
he was doing pretty good.
All right, so Matt, nice little turn, and it just doesn't quite commit to it.
Not quite, which is really surprising. We thought the wind would push that over more, and I'm just in a mess of a tree right here. I debated pulling the whole tree down because it was dead, but it was attached still, so I couldn't just pull down a tree. So
Stroked.
strong attack at the basket, trying to give yourself a look for par.
I thought I had it. It's a lot longer to the basket than it may look. I still had a nice little step putt here.
A nice little circle too, and off the cage.
I thought I had that one too. I started walking it in and just didn't quite get it.
And great little bid from Curtis there.
Yeah, that's where his drive ended up. Not what he wanted, but it was still pretty good.
I mean, it's an easy par.
Yeah.
And now Matt to save par.
It's up. And he nails it.
Great par save.
It was a great putt. I was watching it from the other side, and it was just dead center the whole way.
All right, Brandon the bid for birdie now.
Yeah. This is another hole where birdie is a great feeling if you can get it.
Oh, and just low again off the cage.
Yeah. I thought he had that one too. It was looking real nice.
All right, and so everyone else will be cleaning up their pars. Unfortunately, Ben with another bogey. But
With the bogey. I can't seem to get off that train right now. I haven't had a birdie in a few holes.
Hey, there's plenty of holes left. You got plenty of time to get yourself back together.
Let's hope so. Yep, Brandon with a nice little drop-in par.
All right, this one is a really short, I think it was only 260 to 280 foot.
I thought it was like 230.
230, right behind that tree.
Yeah. A lot of us are going mid-range or overstable putter.
Yeah, I believe there was a decent bit of crosswind on this hole.
It was more, he got caught up in those branches, which was really unfortunate. He was looking pretty good, but they might have saved him from going long past it. But I think we had a direct headwind, actually.
And you're going with your rock here.
Yep. Kind of straight at it. I just released a little early again and hit the center of the tree.
And it sits right behind the tree.
Yeah, I didn't get any kind of luck with that.
That is unfortunate.
But yeah. So I think Matt was actually before me.
Matt the tee.
But yeah, he has a pretty good shot off.
A little wide, swings it in. Yeah.
Very nice.
Perfect shot from Matt.
But yeah. So I'm trying to see what I can do here. It is tough, but being 6'2" helps with these kind of things.
I could never see the basket from your position. So that's just impressive that you have a look at it.
Flexible.
Yeah. So this I think we had a tailwind now. It switched on us.
He pushes it. Oh, and it drops.
It dropped so
Wow.
fast. Between where you saw it from the tree to where it landed, it probably dropped a good like 6 feet within a couple feet span. It was crazy.
And Brandon's able to pick up the birdie.
Yeah, great putt there by Brandon.
Curtis got a little left, but he's
Waste no time with his putt.
Ooh.
And that spits out. That's the thing with these temporary baskets in this wind. You really got to hit them gently in the middle.
Yeah.
Otherwise, spit outs are happening a lot.
And you can see the little flag that is right by the basket. That's a CTP for the
I was impressed when I saw
younger
that.
divisions or a small amateur divisions.
divisions,
Younger division.
Ooh, off the top. That was hard to see. He'd been putting really well up until then.
But yes, you can see from those flags, no matter whose division it is, that the wind is moving.
Yeah.
And now Matt to clean up his par.
Trying to steady his nerves from that missed putt.
Yeah, and a great recovery.
Yeah. His putting was good. I would say pretty much all around. He had a lot of good putts.
And now tapping in your 3. Hey, you're off the bogey train.
I mean, I like pars, but on a hole like this, I really wanted that birdie. Curtis almost falling into the basket.
All right, hole 26. This is a almost 450 foot.
450, yeah.
450 foot par 4.
Brandon getting all of 370, 380.
Right down the middle. There was a pretty stiff tailwind on this hole.
Like a right to left cross.
Right to left tail almost, and
Curtis almost hit those tree branches. That's what he was kind of reacting to there. Get that body English to get the disc in bounds. And it did go in bounds, so he was good.
And Matt throws it, and the wind lifts. Oh, no.
And that does go out of bounds.
Yeah, there are flag lines down each tree line on either side of the fairway. So, that's high.
That is so high.
Oh, get down.
I did not mean to throw that nose up, but I did. So I am out of bounds as well, and I'm short. So I got a pretty long approach here, probably 200 feet or so.
But it is a par 4, so yeah, and you check up right by the basket. So
I was okay with that. I'll just, get my par with my putt, and we'll be good.
Yeah.
Matt was a little bit ahead of me. He got past the tree before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and just like you, all you have to do is pitch up. Should settle in. Off the top of the basket. There is OB back there, but it's not for a while. He should be okay.
Yeah.
And now Curtis laying his up. Perfect low drive, right? Yeah.
Right. Skips it right past it. Should be okay.
And Brandon has a jump putt for eagle.
Yeah. He had a crazy good drive and then little putt like that.
Undercommitted, but you'll take a tap-in birdie any day.
So Matt ended up going OB long.
Oh, my word.
His disc was actually halfway on the path behind him. So he is OB twice on this hole now.
And the putt for bogey. Just low. You hate to see it.
It was probably one of the worst holes for him for this back nine.
And Curtis going a little long on his approach, trying to scrap the birdie. Misses.
That was an unconventional miss for Curtis. He'd been nailing a lot of putts. You can see he's a little frustrated with that, but he'd been making most of his putts. So
yeah, and you got a 20-footer for par now.
Yeah, should be easy.
Oh,
but yeah, I let that one a little right. Not happy about that because that guarantees a bogey for me.
Yeah, I mean, luckily you didn't go too far past the basket, so should be an easy bogey putt.
Yeah, not too bad.
But
I just, didn't think I would bogey this hole, and then here I am.
All right, well, jams it in the bottom left corner of the basket. Matt is in for his double bogey, which, unfortunate, but sometimes you just got to get off the hole.
Yep. There's Curtis cleaning up his par. Not too bad, not too bad. He has a sizable lead, I think, by this time of the round, so he's not too disappointed with pars.
Yeah, he's just kind of on cruise control. The effort he's put in these back few holes, he's just really cemented himself as the guy to beat.
And then Brandon with his tap-in birdie, very nice. Played the hole perfectly.
Yeah, and this one came a little early, but...
Yeah, we're all just doing little pitch-ups here.
Hole 27 is juking out the camera.
Brandon messing with you there.
But hole 27 is... There's OB river. Not quite a river, but there's OB flags marking about 180 to 200 feet off the tee pad. There is the start of the OB. The OB goes for about 150 feet, and then it's back in bounds again. So you really have to choose to go for it, which is about 450 feet, or you can kind of lay up take your medicine, and then try to attack on the next shot.
None of us are exactly big throwers. I think Curtis is the only one of us who really has a chance to make it if he goes for it. But with the wind, he even said he was okay with just laying up.
Yeah, and this was, I believe, it was like a ripping headwind you can see. And
Matt hit the T sign.
He hit the T sign.
Right. He said he said he couldn't avoid hitting stuff because he hit the trash cans earlier and now the T sign.
What a lie to throw from.
Yeah, I was really nervous for his hand during this throw.
And he's able to...
But he's fine.
It's got to get up. Okay, he's right along the edge of the OB on the right side.
He did cross inbounds on the other side, so he is across, which is what he was really worried about. So,
all right, Brandon hoping to just kind of get up to the other side. It's leaking a little left, but yeah, that should be...
He stayed in bounds,
which is
the important part. I was just trying to crush something here.
And
turned over.
Ooh, jeez. Come back.
It does finish.
Ooh. Yeah, you're able to sneak in bounds.
I got one off with that. That was close.
And now Curtis is able to just kind of pitch up, and this is a low beamer.
Low.
Oh, but skips up really nice. He should have
That was a fantastic shot.
He might be even like edge of circle 2 for birdie.
I do believe he's out of edge of circle 2. Like, circle 3 area, but
circle 3 area.
Still, that's a great shot from there.
And now Matt to pitch up.
So actually, he ended up being out of bounds.
Oh, but a perfect
but then he
shot.
parks it. He actually ended up skipping right out of bounds. So
that is so unfortunate.
It is, because from where his lie was, it was such a good shot.
And you're going with what looks like your zone there.
Yeah, I thought that I could get it flat enough to continue, but I just put too much hyzer on it, and it was uphill, so it was not a great disc selection on my part.
All right, and Brandon going back to his justice.
He threw that justice all day long.
And, yeah, skips it right up to the basket.
Yeah, really good stuff here.
And, yeah,
I was weird.
You're looking... yeah, I mean, you have a putt at it, though.
Yeah.
And you just...
It was low out of my hand. Never had a chance.
Yep, and now we got Curtis from, it looks like about circle
80,
3.
90.
Oh!
Made it.
He is fired up.
Fired up. Double fist pump there, points at the camera. He was hype about that. He knew he won the tournament with that putt.
Yeah, that just nail in the coffin for all the competitors.
You can see him looking at the scores on his phone now. He realizes I think it was Josh Bizzle was in second place at this point.
Bizzle.
And he was 3 or 4 back.
Yeah, Brandon was kind of hanging around too, but yeah.
But yeah, that birdie put him pretty much on cruise control for hole 1 here.
And this is just a standard hole 1. This is their final hole of the tournament. But it is just the hole 1 Reds at South Hills, which is a 430-foot par 3 downhill, and Curtis just smokes it down the right gap.
Yeah, even from the tee, we knew he was in circle 2, maybe outside of circle 2, but easy par.
And Brandon hits an early tree and kind of kicks to the middle.
Right. And he's kind of fighting for third place right now. He's in a tight lock with Rob Becky, so he really wanted to get that down there.
And
yeah, it came out late, hit a tree, kicked right. It was not pretty.
Oh, and there's just chocolate milk sitting there too. That is fantastic.
Yeah, that was there when we got there. I think somebody said they'd give someone $5 to drink it, but none of us wanted to, so.
That is probably the safe choice.
Probably.
And Matt going down the gap, leaking a little early.
Yeah.
Looking like he might black ace. And
yeah, he's on the left side. We thought he was chancing the OB there a little bit, but we'll see how his drive turns out.
All right. And now you're stepping up here. What is your thought process trying to approach from where you're at?
Just finish the hole and so I can leave. I was
okay. And you hit more.
I thought I had it. If I could get past those branches, I think I would have had a nice putt for the par. But at this point, I was just kind of frustrated and just kind of wanted to get off the course.
All right, and perfect shot from Brandon.
It was a great upshot. That was a great shot by Brandon. Matt actually was in bounds this time, so he was able to pitch up and...
Oh, and did he hit the pin?
He hit the pin.
He hit the pin.
I believe that was the pin.
And you're given a long bid to try and save par.
Not quite.
Unable to do it.
Yeah, none of the steppers were going in today.
Oh, wow. And Curtis was almost edge of circle, and he just pitches up.
Yeah, he told me afterwards if he really needed to, he would have ran it. But with the scores, he was totally fine.
Yeah, he
his
was
par.
clear of the field by a margin. So everyone else is just kind of tapping their stuff in. Matt has a little bit of a putt left, but looks like your 2023 Red Dead champion will be Curtis.
Curtis Taves. Yep. So
What a tournament he put on. It was just lights out almost the whole time.
he put a clinic on how to throw in the wind. So out of 27 holes, all of them having OB except for I think 2 or 3. Guess how many times he threw out of bounds?
I'd have to guess probably 2 or 3 times.
Once.
He
threw out of bounds 1 time on a 27-hole layout.
That is so impressive.
Look at the left side of the phone because that's where the camera is. Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, it's rolling.
No, see, thanks for watching, guys. That was our first commentary. Be nice because I know there were some mistakes, but I'm not like fixing a ton of stuff just because it was our first time doing it. So we just kind of wanted to see how like it would work, what we all had to do, and we did write some notes of things we need to add to it and things we need to take out. But if you liked it, let us know because we'll continue doing like local tournaments that one of us is not playing in. We'll end up filming it.
Yep.
But yeah, let us know if you liked it or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm very happy to be a part of this and a part of Apple Pie now. And I'm looking forward to doing more projects in the future.
So yeah, if you guys want to hear a lot more of me and Austin, keep watching all these videos. We're going to keep trying our best to give you guys the best commentary of local tournaments. We will not always be doing MPO division though.
You might see me on coverage.
We might see Austin
Oh
on
boy.
coverage.
And if we do any ladies cards, I will be commentating on that. And I will probably try to find another lady that was playing in the tournament that was being filmed to play with me. Or to commentate with me on that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think the next one we're going to try and do is MA1 Advanced. And if that doesn't work out, maybe MA2 or FA1 or whoever's available.
Yeah, leave a comment below on what tournaments for the local scene that you'd like us to at least try and cover. We really appreciate any and all support. Truly.
And
Very
any and
thankful.
all ideas for
Yes.
anything you want us to add or redo in the commentating stuff.
For sure.
But yeah, I'll take any advice I can get. I want to keep improving and trying to give the best coverage I can.
And to end this, we have an exciting announcement. Austin has joined as the first team member of Apple Pie Disc Golf.
Officially, yeah.
Official, because me and Ben are the first and second.
You've been unofficial for like a year now.
Yeah,
But
I-
yeah.
Tagging along and doing everything.
Yeah, as the year's been going on, I've been doing more and more stuff with him, so it was
So,
only
yeah.
a matter of time.
We're
But
bringing him on as an official team member, I guess you could say, and he's going to be the biggest thing he'll be helping with is this commentary. So
Yep.
he'll
Yeah.
be the main voice of Apple Pie
For
disc golf coverage.
some reason, they want my voice as the main commentating voice. I don't know.
Nobody wants to hear mine. You hear it enough when we play.
So I don't know what they're on to think that's a good idea, but I'm going to do my best. It's going to be fun.
But yeah, that's it for now. So signing off, Team Apple Pie.
See you guys.
My nose is so big.